Hello everybody. We are Group 14 and our primary data set is the Summer Olympic Medalists from 1896 to 2008, and our secondary data sets are GDP of all the countries and female to male ratio of countries. Starting with the story, this animation represents number of medals won by countries over the years. On the right hand side, you can see the total count of medals by countries. United States has the maximum number of medals, that is about 4,300, followed by the Soviet Union and United Kingdoms. The next quiz is where we divided the data into four clusters based on years. Each cluster represents approx 30 years, which means 5 to 6 Olympic Games. In cluster 1, you can see European countries dominating the Olympic Games. In second cluster, you can see the presence of South America and Middle East countries. In third cluster, you can see South Africa and South American countries, and surprisingly, very less European countries. In the last cluster, you can see participation from all over the world. On further analysis, we observe that four cities, that is Athens, London, LA and Paris, among all the cities, were the cities where Olympic was hosted twice. The dotted line represents the duration of years before the city hosted Olympics again. This is because these cities are well equipped with infrastructure and good connectivity with all the nations. Moreover, on the right hand side of the dashboard, we observe that except London, total medal count was increased from previous games for all the cities. Moving ahead. As per the trend chart of medals won overall by all countries, we observe that the medal count keeps on increasing, except there is a sudden dip in 1932. 1932 Olympics was hosted in LA. The sudden dip was due to the ongoing worldwide recession, and the cost of traveling to LA could not be bared by many countries. After then, again it keeps on increasing. The next bar chart shows that athletics is the major discipline, followed by rowing and swimming. On the right hand side, you can see that the blue box represents years in which that discipline is played, and the orange line represents the top event within that discipline. We can see that handball started in 1936 and then it was played directly in 1972. Still, it holds one of the famous popular events. The next quiz represents trend line for top 10 disciplines. Volleyball was the first introduced in 1964 with 72 medals won, and it follows the same trend over all the years. Also, you can see the trend of any discipline over all the years. The next bar chart represents top 10 medalists. You can see three of them belong to Soviet Union and have earned their medals in artistic G. Michael Phelps from United States won 14 gold medals in swimming. This dashboard is based on our secondary data set. This represents GDP of Greece, Australia, United States, Spain and China. We wanted to find out whether Olympic affects GDP of a nation. To demonstrate this, we used calculated key figures. You can see percent difference in GDP of the countries. The current year in which that particular city hosted the Olympic Games has greater GDP than the consecutive year. The next graph represents gender distribution. From this visualization, you can observe that females started winning the medals from 1972. Analyzing further, these are the dominant countries in Olympics. As you can see, United States, Australia and Germany are right there from the start. You can also observe that China came into existence in 1984. Chinese females won more medals as compared to Chinese males. These are the disciplines in which Chinese females won more medals than men. Disciplines such as volleyball, swimming, badminton, etc. have female dominance over men. Our secondary data has country-wise female to male ratio. We found countries with maximum and minimum female ratios. Kazakhstan has 108 females for every 100 men. Similarly, Qatar has just 30 females. Further, relating this data to our Olympic dataset, we found out that countries with good female to male ratio have received more medals than countries with less female to male ratio. Also, women participation has increased in the games from 1984, especially when China started participating and had a female dominance. Thus, we conclude these as our insights. Thank you.